Alrighty, so we here at Jelly we really are happy with what iTeams has been able to accomplish so far already with the peer giving platform, and we just want to see you guys empowered to jump even further with each fundraiser. So we put together a couple quick tips to basically what makes a good project, what makes a good fundraiser, and how can you get the most amount of kind of action on your fundraiser page, and what kinds of things do you have to do to get that. So I got 5 things here. So the first one is, the first principle is be very clear in what your fundraiser is. And that means giving direction and giving vision and giving really strong goals for what you want to accomplish. And that takes a little bit of pre-planning or whatever. Carly put together a really nice draft page that actually does this really, really well. Her fundraiser is a project where she happens to be artistic and likes to crochet headbands, and she wants to use that as a way to donate money to this project that she has thinks is a really good cause, the Romania Orphanage Project. And what she's done is she says, very straight off the bat with this call to action, with her purpose of her project, I will crochet headbands for $20 a piece with all proceeds going to a Romania Orphanage Project. This is great for 2 big reasons. Number one, it's something that when they come to the page, they know exactly what's going on. They know that she is trying to do something that takes her effort, that's relatable, that people can join with, and it also gives a clear money goal that someone can donate. I would be willing to donate $20 to get a crocheted headband, and it's going to a good cause. That's great. Second thing is that it's very clear about which project it is. Over here on the right-hand side, we have the project description, but this also draws your readers' attention to that as well, that it's for a Romania Orphanage Project, very clear. So that's one of the big things. The second one is use really strong quality visuals. If you use a picture that's not so easy to see or takes a long time to load, oftentimes your reader will click off the page before they have a chance to see what's going on. She did this really well. She even made her own little custom graphic here. It says, crochet for a cause. It's very strong, it's very engaging, and it makes people question, well, what cause? And that's ultimately what iTeams is trying to do with this site is, let's talk about the causes. Let's talk about what did you do when you were on your trip, what are some of the trips that are going on through iTeams, and how can I be a part? Which is really great. So yeah, having really strong, clear visuals. That goes for blogs as well. So here she has a blog post, and she found a really nice graphic of some crochet yarn. And it's kind of like, oh, what's this all about? And you can do lots of different things with this. You might want to use pictures. If you happen to be someone that enjoys making videos, you can use videos to do this. Essentially, using strong pictures and videos, they will tell stories. And they tell the stories of what your fundraiser is, why you're interested in this cause, and why this cause is something they should support. Which leads us to the third one. This is really exciting. This was one of the first fundraisers that was put onto iTeams site after the projects were all implemented. And this is by 2 contributors, Matt Thompson and Andrew Maranta. And they did what is probably the best thing you could possibly do for a fundraiser. They started it as 2 friends wanting to make a difference and wanting to go on a trip. And they're able to tell their story from both of their perspectives, and then they were trying to basically kind of fund their trip and also create some interest in what is happening through Impact Zambia. And so they've been posting blog posts, and they've been telling all these different stories about what they're doing there. And for somebody who doesn't know anything about the project, who wants someone but happens to know who these are, it's very clear and it's very engaging for somebody who wants to learn more. This project here, I mean, I've had my hands working on different aspects of this site in terms of putting together some of the projects, but it made me want to go above and beyond and start my own fundraiser just because it looked like they were having so much fun. And that's really what doing crowdfunding and doing this using the peer giving platform is about. It's taking charity work and bringing it to life through the internet. So it's really cool. And they use some really quality visuals as well. Lots of pictures that tell stories about all these different people, that tell stories about what kinds of things are going on there, and really make it clear to the reader. And our fourth one, I've kind of touched on it already, is tell a story. Part of the reason why these guys got so much traction is that they're telling a good story. Part of the reason why this one that Neil put together, the Christmas celebration for Romanian orphans, is the pictures and all the text is very brief, but it tells a story. These are clearly children who are orphans who need, have things that they need, and this cause wants to make a difference for them. It doesn't have to be a long story. It doesn't have to be a novel, but it's something that says, oh, there's people elsewhere around the world that I can be a part of, that I can help with by doing things like donating or starting a fundraiser. I can share this with my friends. I can tweet it online, and I can use that built-in blog to make a difference. And the fifth one, and the one that we're here at Jelly Marketing we're the most excited about because we do a lot of it, is share it on social media. The peer giving platform has a lot of ways that you can share your fundraisers, share your projects with your friends, your family, the people down the street, your churches, schools, workplaces, and you can do it in a way that everyone can access it. So the two big ones that we have are Facebook and Twitter. Facebook is a huge one because social media they love it when people share things, and then it gets shared around, and then more people get to hear about your cause, about the fundraiser you're doing, about the cool things. Maybe you're being really creative about what you've done, like with what Carly did with hers. She said, oh, I'm going to crochet headbands. And things like that will get people really involved. The one that we would really recommend as well is email. And Brady kind of talked about how you can put together a list of emails and send it off to lots of people. But email is a very personal way of communicating through the internet. A lot of people don't necessarily handwrite letters anymore and send them through the mail, but email has kind of taken that place in our society. So if you really want to get a very targeted, clear message, let's say you have your family and your relatives and you're saying, hey, I'm going on this trip and I want to tell them about what I'm doing, send them an email, be very clear, be very I'm really engaged in this, and by doing so, you will engage them on a level beyond anything what pictures and what social media can do, because it comes from who you are and what you've made the fundraiser to be. And that's really, really great. So share as much as you can by any of the main means that the site uses. Yeah. So just to kind of summarize all of those, the big one was be clear. This project does that very well. Just $25 will help provide a Christmas celebration for Romanian orphans. That's great. Use quality visuals. This one has a very clear photo of the orphans and all the people that are there helping them, and the project that's happening in Impact Romania. It's very engaging. 3, start one with a friend or with a family member. These two guys look like they're having a great time and they're excited about what they do. And that makes a huge difference for their fundraiser. 4, tell a story. As I mentioned before, their blog has all these very cool stories about what they're doing, and it's very easy to get into that and understand what is going on with Impact Zambia. What are they doing in, I want to say, I'm probably going to mess it up, but it's Tetsi. But what is going on there, and how do I get involved? And then the 5th one is share. Share it with all your all your friends, your family, share it on your social media platforms, email the people that you really want to be a part of it. And ultimately, when you do that, you're able to take something that is a already very beautiful fundraiser, but you are able to share it with as many people as you can.